Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik, and welcome to a very strange episode of Animal Crossing Gamecube. Basically, we're going to try and speedrun everything we do in a regular episode, and that's because I leave work in 15 minutes. So, yeah, very weird idea, I know. If you're wondering why this episode is called Any %, there you are. So yes, in case you don't know, here are our objectives for today. We need to try and get them done in about 13 minutes. These little presents we've got to run them over to Blathers. Then we have to sell everything on our inventory as well. Get these evaluated, then run back up to Nook's store. Obviously then sell stuff. And if there's any extra stuff, we have to go and mail that. So if that sounds like hell, yeah. Again, I was in a rush and I figured we can make it quite an interesting recording in this. So instead of actively trying to, rush a recording or like half-ass it, just like, mystery, this one's going to be a short episode. Wear it on my sleeve and just make it evidently a strange episode and incorporate it. The last two episodes have kind of been a bit of the same, so I figured, you know what, it works. Anyway, first Nook visit, I got that done in a 1 minute 7 seconds after pressing record. I'm sure it's like a few minutes less actually on your guys' end, but it is how it is. So do come again, I will make sure to, as part of my routing. I kind of have to. Anyway, first things first, nothing was mentioned about needing to catch bugs, so let's carry our shovel. Again, if we run into fossils, we need to take them to the post office. If we don't, we don't. And that's the fun part. Now, yes, I'm aware of the cherry situation. We'll come back and we'll deal with that next episode. I'm thinking there can be another quirky episode in which strange extenuous circumstances mean the format's slightly different, but yeah. So while making our way over to the museum, 2 days ago was my birthday. Last year I did a video where, I kind of celebrated very late in the evening on said day of the year. But, yeah, though, this year I chose not to do any Animal Crossing content, which was admittedly kind of weird. You get used to doing it after so many years in a row, and then it's like, I'm just not going to do it this year, and that's the game. Which is like, it wasn't because I didn't want to do it, it was like, what if I didn't? And then I didn't. And that is about all the thought that went into it. Instead, I recorded Wii Sports Resort Island Flyover, which was like, it was a nice vibe. It was a nice, chill time. And I can respect it. Anyway, hello Blathers, I got a speedrun. Took us a minute and 20 seconds to get here, I think. God. Yeah, maybe. Right, depending on how this episode goes down and the feedback we get back from you guys. Oh, damn it. I've time lost. I haven't unpackaged my presents. That is really dumb. But depending on the feedback we get from this episode, I do wonder if any of you guys would like me to see me do this for perhaps the other games in the series. In fact, City Folk is the one that's going to interest me the most doing that. Because we haven't actually got a routine in City Folk. But we did used to have one for ages. It was shake coconuts, sell coconuts, find money rock, find fossil, assess fossil, sell fossil as well. Look, we haven't done that for ages. We kind of swapped it up and whatnot, so that'd be interesting. New Leaf. New Leaf, we need to find the save first. Maybe that'll be the last episode before Welcome Amiibo. Nice little gimmick, And then we'll do one afterwards, mayhaps. New Horizons, again, quite difficult. Maybe we'll do that with Happy Home Paradise. I think that works a bit better. Because we never really got into too much of a routine in New Horizons, so I can't kind of use, you know what I mean? Can't really use the idea there, but, Anyway, yes, we have an additional one. Again, I probably should have already known that Amber would have been donated. Although, phenomenal time saving on our part, with one of those presents being a shirt at the beginning. Didn't anticipate that. Very, very mysterious, very spicy. And the donating party is me. Okay, so this entire section here, as it usually is, big old time loss basically telling me, nah, get yourself out of here. So yeah, if only I had the bells, I would purchase it from you in a mere eye blink. I wish this text box would be over in a mere eye blink, but unfortunately you speak really slowly. Look forward to your future donations. Okay, now I'm gonna spam B. Get me out of here. I got letters to write, things to sell, people to see, and outros to record. I must confess there's not much to see. It's fine, I won't be in here much longer to see it anyway. I'm in a rush. Yeah. Weird premise for recording, but I'm having fun with this oddly, and I will take the other route back. If we run into any fossils, we can. And granted, we may as well check the dump. Money rock? Nope. It was worth a YOLO, just the one. Just check the one as a treat and see what we get. But doesn't seem like it was happening today. Anyway, I'm thinking we go here, and then here. God, I love the ecosystem. It definitely isn't my main gripe with the game. Like, I know some people adapt to it, but just having to, like, stop for a few seconds as my camera pans over, it adds up, especially when you're, like, near a corner of an acre and need to go diagonally. Like, it makes diagonal movement, at least in my opinion, very irritating to do. It's like, I don't want to be irritated, I want to be relaxed. Why do you think I'm playing this game franchise? And, okay, there was, shockingly, nothing there. Well, no stationery there. Usually there is, but, hey, we can, harass Nook for some. Although, in the name of actually being, like, efficient, considering, well, again, we got the, like, mail one letter and whatnot, I will actually keep in trend and, pick some of these guys up and get them to sell. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense. I may as well be, like, a productive member of society. Shake these again and whatnot. Yeah, that lines up perfectly. Actually, get in there! Sneaky snitch. And we are still meaning to toss these. I apologise. Look at me being... I don't know what the words would be. Unorganised. How dare me. How dare me. Anyway, get out of here. We'll now be you. And we'll come back for the rest. Okay. God. When you strip everything away into the routine, it becomes a lot more apparent just how much, like, the occasional chat with a villager, or wander, or bit of fish or bug catching does. But hey, if you boil down an episode to its core basics of what we're most likely to do every episode, sure is interesting. In a good way, right, though? Because we can kind of take this conversation in 7,000 different directions. Doesn't that mean that technically, from a viewer standpoint, that New Horizons is the most rewarding? I'll get into that. And we've got Tiki Torch I kind of want to keep, and Miss Flamingo I also want to keep. Sell all. Add all my price comes to 6.1 thousand bells, sure. And then we'll run back, do it again. Shake the trees, bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, if you think about it, I genuinely can't think of a time we were in a routine in New Horizons. Well, okay, you could argue, if you really wanted to, like, stretch and include New Horizons in this, New Horizons all of the time was just speaking to villagers in the early episodes, and around episode 50, it kind of also had a bit of a pivot into just me rambling, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like, a version of this idea on New Horizons would be ramble, 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 try and get to the end of what I'm rambling about as fast as possible, and then go, oh, there's not enough time to speak to villagers, and move off. Like that. As much as that gets me dead to rights, it's not incorrect, you know? Anyway, present. Oh, okay, you know what? Fine by me, actually. These will have already been assessed, and they're going to bump up our value massively, so I'll take it. I'll take it. And I've got about 5 more minutes left until my speedrun reaches its, dramatic conclusion, one would say. Anyway, get shaken once, get shaken twice, pick you up for good measure. Do you equip the shovel again? You see what I'm going with this? This is pure optimization at its finest. Grab that, then we run and sell, and we got more stuff in our inventory to just bump our bank account up that bit more. Genuinely, we've actually made a fair bit of cash this episode, even if we have been running around like a headless chicken. I mean, although I suppose some people do actually play the game like this. I try not to for the viewer experience, but if I wasn't on camera and I was like just trying to rush through a game and like build houses, which I don't think I've ever actually played the game like, but you know, I'm sure some people get enjoyment out of this though. You know, like every day they kind of see how quick they can rush to get all their stuff. You know, that ain't me. But even when I was young, and my main like thought on the game was, oh, the objective's to pay off your house. I always kind of found myself enjoying speaking to the villagers because it was just fun. And yeah, no, as much as a routine as we got into with city folk, I still think I spent the occasional second to speak to people, which is like, okay, maybe I won't punch myself about like those huge blocks of episodes that always manage to end up like blending together in my head. Maybe there's a bit more going on there than I'll give myself credit for some days, you know? But that's just me. Hey, if you're there and you've seen like all the City Folk episodes, let me know. Did they ever get anonymous, or did you enjoy watching me just shovel coconuts for like 8+ minutes and just ramble? Because I'm all is. Anyway, we gotta go mail this off and then we're done. Yeah, in case I have to leave for work at 6 to start at 6:30, so this is quite spicy. I think I set the clock right. Again, I was trying to speedrun setting the clock as well. But yeah, no, at least on my computer, which is generally set to universal time, it is 5:56. And I need to like spare 20 extra seconds to you know, swap my shirt. Very, very dress code heavy job, clearly. It's like, yes. Jeans and a shirt so people know my name and where I work. Professionalism. Says the person who may likely be playing on his phone for like half his shift, but we don't say that out loud. Anyway, I think speedrun's about to end, so if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out a bunch. Let's know if you want some more of this and all the good stuff. And until next time, with all that said and all that aside, I promise next time will be a bit more normal. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik. Hopefully you enjoyed this quote-unquote speedrun, and peace out. And time.